Happy Vlogmas, y'all. So I decided to make coquito today. I have co-workers that are Spanish, so I've gotten some recipes from them. I've also done some digging on my own because my co-workers, when they make it, you know, different ways. I've had pistachio, I've had coconut, I've even made a few, you know. And what I liked about the one that I chose, it was using a tea. It had star anise, cinnamon, and cloves. Right now I have the tea going for the coquito. It should be done any minute. I put it on for an extra 5 minutes because I wanted the water to really steep and, you know, at least simmer halfway. Guys, look at this. This looks so good, right? Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It smells. I have to turn it off now because it's been going about 15 minutes. But oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that. See the cloves and the cinnamon and the star anise in there. It smells like licorice and cinnamon in here. It smells like Christmas in here, guys. It smells so good. So I have my strainer, my funnel, you know, the bottles to put it in. I have some cinnamon sticks left to put inside the bottle when it's done. I have the Bacardi Superior. So I basically took the recipes that I was given, like I said, and I dug up some more on my own. I have a lot of stuff here, but I'm not making this much, guys. The recipe that I have is for this amount, but I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to do everything in half. So what I'm going to be using is probably 3 cans of coconut milk. I'm going by memory, guys. 3 cans of coconut milk. I'll use 1 can of Coco Lopez. So I have Coco Lopez, which is cream of coconut, and I also have the Goya brand cream of coconut, but I think today I'm gonna go with the Coco Lopez. This is Bogota coconut milk, and I have Magnolia condensed milk. It's the sweetened one. And I think I have 2 kinds of that as well. Let's see. And I also have La Lechera by Nestle. Like I said, different recipes call for different ingredients. They're the same thing, just different brands. People have their preferences and their choices. So I think I'm gonna go, I usually go with the Magnolia. Today I'm gonna go with the Magnolia because I'm familiar with Magnolia. And then we have our carnation milk. Hey guys, I'm back. So what I did was cut the recipe in half, right? So I have 1 can of cream of coconut, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 3 cans of coconut milk, and 1 can of carnation milk. I have the tea in the refrigerator getting chilled so that, you know, it's not too hot and make anything curdle inside, you know, my mixture. I have the Bacardi Superior. I couldn't, where I live, they didn't have the dark rum, and I believe I've seen videos where they use white rum, so this should be fine. The Superior is a good brand. Okay, so I have my funnel so that I can put it in the bottle. And I have a sifter because when I take the tea out, I have to drain it so that the bits from the star anise, the cloves, and the cinnamon doesn't get inside of the mixture. But that's later. So guys, what I'm gonna do, this is not normally how I would do it, but since I'm on video, I would do it. I would normally just put everything into the blender and go from there. But I'm gonna start off with this bowl here. I'm gonna start putting my ingredients in the bowl and like kind of mixing it a little bit, as much as it'll let me, because the cream of coconut is pretty thick. And so is the condensed milk. So let's see what it'll allow me to do in this bowl. Okay. I've already opened my cans to save time. You guys don't want to watch me opening up cans, right? We all know how to open up cans. I don't know why I don't have an electric can opener. It makes things so easy. But you know what? We don't open cans like that anymore. Remember back in the day, everything came in a can. everything came in a can. But now, you know, you want to eat healthier, so everything is either fresh or fresh. Well, frozen is still fresh, right? It's just frozen, but fresh or frozen, I want to say. That was the condensed milk. I don't know why I keep calling it cream milk. Okay, then I have the coconut, and this stuff here. Oh, that came right on out, guys. Really sweet. I thought it was thicker than that. I haven't made this in about 2 to 3 years now. Okay. This stuff is sweet. Coconut milk. Nice and milky white. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's splashing all over me. That's 1 can. Like I said, the recipe called for 6 cans, so my son is over here sleeping while I'm doing this, and I know once I turn that mixer on, he's gonna wake up. That's 2. I left the spatula in here, but I guess I don't need it right now. Carnation. This is a very, very milky drink. Oops. Okay. I know that some people put nutmeg in there, fresh nutmeg. I don't have fresh nutmeg today. It's actually mixing really well, but I'm still going to put it inside my mixer. But I want to taste it because I want to know if I want it sweeter. I have another can of condensed milk here just in case I wanted a tad bit sweeter. Okay guys, you probably want to see what I'm doing here, right? So this is it right here. So I just tasted it. I feel like it could use a little more sweetness to it. It's like it's thin. It's not, there's not a thickness to it. So what I'm gonna do is add another can of Magnolia condensed milk. And then see if it needs a little bit more coconut in it. Guys, there's no rhyme or reason to this. Everybody has their way. Oh my gosh. But this is the way I do it, guys. Okay guys, so I added the extra condensed milk. So it definitely has the thickness that I'm looking for. So guys, I want to add the tea to it now. And then the alcohol. And then I'm going to transfer everything over to the mixer. This smells yummy. Here's my measuring glass. And here is my sifter. I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in there. Perfect. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see this? Let me bring it. It's so pretty. Let me see if I can bring this closer. That was just so pretty, right? It made exactly a cup, which is perfect, which means it boiled down exactly the way I wanted it to. The only thing is, the recipe that I pulled it from is double this amount, like I said. So I'm gonna try to use half of this tea and see what it does and what it tastes like, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I made this coquito for the first time, I couldn't understand. I said, how is this gonna make it taste better? But when I tell you, it really does kick up a notch of how this coquito tastes. It really does taste good. So, okay, I'm gonna start with a half a cup and see what that is. And then guys, I think I'm gonna transfer it to a blender at that point. There's no rhyme or reason of what utensils you have to use, but I do want to show respect to this drink, right? So we're gonna try with a half a cup of the tea and see what that tastes like. I'm gonna also transfer it over to the mixer at that point before I add the alcohol to it. So that's about half. So I'm still stirring, guys. But I'm gonna transfer this over now. It's kind of watery. I don't like that it's this loose. I don't think it should be this loose. So what I think I'm gonna do is add a half a can more of Coco Lopez. Guys, I just got a email on my phone. I think I'm supposed to be in a PTA meeting right now. So I gotta make this quick. Hey there, so like I said, I did have to tweak the ingredients because I was cutting a recipe in half, and sometimes cutting it in half is just not enough. You gotta add a little here, take a little away there. So that's what I did to get the perfect balance of flavor, and putting it in the blender definitely thickened it up the way I wanted it to be. So I have more that actually fits in here, and the max load is at 64, but I put it at 56 because I want to be able to add the alcohol to it. So before I add the alcohol, I would like to taste to see if I need more tea. Now I'm going to add a cup. I'm going to say 2 cups. I'm going to add a cup first. So I'm adding a cup. Okay guys, so let's taste and see. Cheers. First glass goes to you. Now that is good. That is really good. It's nice. It has the thickness, the consistency that it's supposed to have. You taste the tea, the flavors from the star anise, the clove, and the cinnamon. And even the alcohol, there's a balance of the alcohol. It doesn't taste like alcohol and milk. I've tasted some coquitos that, you know, some people's like, oh, I like it strong, but it just tastes like liquor and milk, and I didn't like that. This is a really nice balance. So as I mentioned before, I split the recipe in half. However, with splitting the recipe in half, I still had to tweak a little bit. So what I did was I added another can of condensed milk, and I added another half a can of cream of coconut, and that brought it to where it really needed to be. Put it in the mixer, you know, and it really tastes good, guys. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, I really love this. So I know some people add fresh nutmeg to their coquito. I don't have that, but what I will be doing is putting a cinnamon stick inside the bottle, funnel, and pour it right on in. There we go. I have a mess here on my table, child, with all this stuff, right? And then close it. Am I doing it right? Close it. And there we have it. Okay, guys, so here we have it. So the recipe that I cut in half, this is what it yields. 2 milk bottles full. And it's really good. Another thing I did, instead of adding nutmeg because I didn't have any, I had some organic cinnamon from Trader Joe's and I put a dab in it. So my second bottle has a little bit of cinnamon in it. And although I have the stick in there, and that cinnamon is not overpowering, so I know I have the cinnamon stick in there, but it's really not overpowering, so it's not going to be like extra cinnamony. Besides, cinnamon is good for you anyway, right? I love cinnamon, but the balance is so good. Guys, I've been tasting and tasting and tasting, and I'll tell you, this is really good. Like, I feel a little happy right now, and I'm glad that I didn't overdo it with the alcohol, because I started to put just 2 cups from the jump. Like, okay, I just wanted to boom, you know, but like I was saying, some people put too much alcohol and then there's no balance. So I'm glad that I, you know, use discretion with the alcohol. But if you want more alcohol, it's whatever you like. Thank you for allowing me to show my version of Coquito and honoring the Latina community with their recipe. Cheers and happy holidays.